Hi, good morning, and welcome back to a brand new vlog. I decided to do a vlog today just because I went to the doctor's yesterday and I wanted to give everybody the update on what the doctor said. Okay, so she asked me how the Ozempic has been gone, and I told her that the burping is horrible, and she was so surprised. She said she has never heard of that as a side effect. If you do any kind of research on Ozempic, if you watch any other YouTubers, you will find that everybody says that. So I was really shocked that the doctor said that she really hadn't heard of that. Now, she did explain it to me as the Ozempic makes your stomach empty slower. So what happens then is the acid sits in there. And of course, if you have any kind of reflux, it goes up into your esophagus and it can make you nauseous. It can make you throw up, all kinds of stuff. I will tell you that yesterday was another day that I threw up. It was horrible. So I was headed to the doctor's, pulled my car out of the garage, had to put it in park, run into the garage and throw up. It just was not good. And actually it just then made me feel kind of crappy all day long. So I barely ate anything. Some chicken noodle soup, I think, is about all I could stomach. But anyway, the doctor had me step on the scale. And remember, I am only weighing myself here at home once a week, and I really didn't even want to do that. I wanted to go to the doctor's once a month and get weighed and do it that way. However, she stated that if I wanted to do that, of course, I would have to pay a copay for like a nurse visit. And then you wouldn't even get to see or talk to the doctor and stuff like that. So she said the only other option is if I wanted to just stop in and say that I'd like to be weighed, they can do that. That's at no charge. But again, you really don't talk to your doctor. You don't talk to the nurse. So I'm not really sure if I will do any of that, just because I feel like it's just useless, really. So I think I'll probably just continue weighing myself once a week now, and I will now start to go by my scale instead of the doctor's. So my weigh-in at the doctor's office was a 4-pound loss in a month. And she actually said that was really, really good. Now, I'm one of those people who lose a pound a week, it just takes forever. I know I have to change that thinking and think that any loss is a good loss. It doesn't matter how much it is, but you just still feel 1 pound. Well, then she broke it into, things like, the holidays and, special events. I mean, my family, we skipped Christmas this year. We didn't put up a tree and stuff like that, just because I had a really horrible fall season. If anyone has ever lost a child in your life, there is some times where it hits you like a brick, and other times you can get through it. This year for me, it was hit me like a brick. We lost our daughter 27 years ago on November the 10th. And I would say from September on, it just killed me. So when I have times like that, we generally kind of run away and go on vacation. However, we have since moved from Pennsylvania to South Carolina. I live in Myrtle Beach, so we're on vacation all the time. So, we just don't go anywhere like we used to. But anyway, so, we did do some special events. We went to Rigatony's mystery dinner theater here in Myrtle Beach. That was totally fun. I thought that the entertainment was great. Other than there was an annoying little kid that kept following around the main character, which, as a parent, you really shouldn't have allowed that. And then I thought the food was okay. You know, you understand when they're, you know, feeding a lot of people that it's not going to be the best quality or it's not going to be as hot as you like, but it was really fun. So we did that. We also went to a magic show and dinner. So there was a lot of things in December that we did that we don't normally do. So, and then of course, you know, neighbors brought in pumpkin bread, zucchini bread, Christmas cookies. And as much as I do try to stay away from a lot of that, you know, being a type 2 diabetic, you know, you do have to watch, you know, and I myself do not overindulge in stuff like that, only because what's the purpose? I mean, if you're taking diabetes medicine, that doesn't give you the go-ahead or the green light to just go ahead and say, oh, I'm going to eat a whole chocolate cake or I'm going to eat whatever. So like if I have a cookie, I have a cookie. I don't have 4 or 5 cookies. If I have a piece of cake, I have maybe 3 bites and give the rest to my husband. Same thing if I have a piece of pie, like, you know, we've had some apple pie and some pumpkin pie. You know, my sliver is very, very small. It amounts to maybe 3 bites. And I don't eat the crust ever just because I don't like this stuff anyway. So I think for the 4-pound loss, I think I'm happy with that. Now, I think it's going to be really a little tricky for me because I spend every Sunday with my son. I am so blessed to have a 25-year-old who loves to spend time with his mama, and it makes me happy. And so every Sunday, he is a huge pizza eater. We go to Mod Pizza. I think if you're going to do like a keto, a ketovore, or carnivore type program like I'm planning on, I think that's going to be a little bit difficult for me. I do believe that what would happen is if I did keto, ketovore, carnivore 6 days a week and then enjoyed my pizza with him on Sunday, I believe what would happen is all the weight that you would lose, because at first it's inflammation and it's water, I think that you would gain it back. So it'd almost be like really sacrificing for 6 days, and then one day you have a pizza and then all your work is, you know, kind of gone. So I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, it really makes my son happy. And like I said, you know, for a 25-year-old wanting to spend every Sunday with his mama, I think that, you know, I don't want to tip the scales on that. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. They do have salads there, and that's an option. But it really, we critique this pizza every single Sunday. It is hilarious. And we go to the same place. And, you know, every Sunday we sit there and go, oh, look, there's an extra bubble here this week. Or, oh, it's cooked perfectly. Or, you know, I mean, it's just a really fun kind of lunch thing. And I don't want to lose that. So, but anyway, I will be making some hard decisions here in the next few days, trying to figure out what exactly my program is. I do know, out of all the 40 years of trying to lose weight, I do know calorie counting doesn't work for me. Calorie counting, exercising, drinking 10 glasses of water a day does not work for me. What has worked for me in the past, minimally, is low carb or keto. So do I know in my heart that's my best decision? Absolutely, I do. Now, how to work that into your life and stuff, I'm not really sure. So I guess we'll see. Lots more videos to come on what I plan to do. I'm going to do some Q&As. I'm going to do some what I eat in a day. I do need to get these subscribers up if I can. I know that my videos don't have all this hoopla in it that a lot of others do. I know that I don't edit like everybody else does. So kind of what you see is what you get. But, you know, I'm just being honest. If you want a honest experience, what Ozempic can do, how you feel, what's the results of it, watch the channel. I try to make my videos at least 10 minutes or less because I don't want to sit there and watch a long video either. Oh, also one more thing my doctor said, and I didn't know this even with all the research that I did. So Ozempic starts out at 0.25, goes up to 0.50, and then 1.0, and then 2.0. I will never get to 1.0 and 2.0. Those dosages are for people who have like an A1C of 14. So I kind of thought that like the more medication you take, the more likely you would be to lose more weight. That's not how it works. So Ozempic is just a weight loss aid of what my doctor is saying is because your stomach empties slower, you don't feel the need to eat. However, if you eat just because, you're not getting any further ahead of the game. And I mentioned that in my last video about what exactly is hunger and how do you know? Is it when your stomach growls? Is that really the only time that you should eat? These are all really tough things to try to figure out and work out and decide what you're going to do. For me, I'm just not sure yet what I'm doing. And I'm sure there's tons of people out there as well. Losing weight is hard. Everything about food is social. Going to lunch with friends, out to dinner with your family. Just anything. It's all social. And I think when you're on a diet, you feel so deprived because you can't do this or you can't do that. Or, you're sitting there eating lettuce while everybody else is, eating pasta or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it just really messes with your head. And I think it's very hard to figure out what you can do and a lifestyle that you can live that will suit you, but also get you to where you need to be. I'm tired of being obese. All my records list that. I'm 5'2". I'm tired of it. I've wasted my whole adult life being heavy. To when I looked in the mirror, I never was satisfied with the way that I looked. And then I always felt so bad because my husband did not marry a heavy woman. I was thin and then had babies. And the more babies I had, the heavier I got. I wasn't one of those people who could have a baby and then get right back into your clothes. Those women, God bless you. I think it is amazing how that happens. There's others of us who that just doesn't happen to. So then we live with that. And I'm kind of tired of just living with the bulge. I don't want to be 110 pounds anymore. I don't think that would be feasible for me. But my first goal is to get to 150. And, I think that's really doable if I just get to it. So anyway, I just was trying to stop in for a quick video. However, this one is already up to almost 14 minutes. Sorry about that. I just wanted to update what the doctor said and how I thought about, things and stuff like that. You can tell my voice is still cracking from being sick. But anyway, everyone, I will check in again with you probably on Monday for week 5 results. Honestly, I don't expect them to be any better. I do have a couple outings this week plus New Year's Eve. So I think the real test for me with Ozempic will start January 1st and on. So anyway, until the next video, everyone have a blessed week. And remember, hit that subscribe button, like button, leave me a comment, and don't forget, ring that bell. All right, take care, everybody, and talk to you soon.